Jill Smart joins us. Her book is called Make Good Choices. It's a children's book, but I think some adults could use this book too. And it's very cleverly written. It has a great message, and I absolutely love the front cover of this. Jill, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
So I want to describe the front cover. There's a boy on the front cover. His eyes are looking up, and he's got his finger to his face. And you got a devil on one side and an angel on the other side of his shoulder. So clever. How'd you come up with that?
I just was thinking, that choices are good or bad, and we're always battling that good versus evil type decisions. So that's what I thought of when I came up with that.
Yeah. And, you certainly have worked with kids. You've taught, you've raised some children of your own. How important is it, do you think, to make good choices?
I think it's extremely important because your life will unfold by the choices that you make. So easier if you make good choices because the consequences are better.
Yeah. What made you decide to write the book?
It's just something that I always wanted to do. So when I decided to retire from teaching, I just knocked it out and got it done because I always wanted to write an illustrated children's book, so I just did it.
I love it. That's a hashtag, just do it. So you just
exactly.
did it, right?
I used to say that to students all the time when they wouldn't do their work. I'm like, just be my Nike today. Just do it, will you?
I love it. I love it. Yep, just be the Nike. So tell us about the story.
Well, it's the one that is just based on things that I learned from my father, mostly little things he would say to me. And so I incorporated some of that into the book. And I think it's important for kids, even starting when they're young, to decide to make good decisions because they're going to have consequences either way as well. And it starts young and goes on through your life.
Yeah. Give us a specific example in the book that you talk about.
Well, one thing that I used to say all the time to my students was to make good choices. And I would remind them of that, especially on Fridays when I knew I wasn't going to see them for a couple of days, and give them examples of what they could do to make good choices, and always challenge them to do random acts of kindness and things like that.
Ooh, random acts of kindness. That's a good one, too. When you wrote this book, was it satisfying to finally see it? Boom, it's produced, it's out there?
It really was. And, and now I'm in the process of having like a reboot of it where it'll be out in paperback as well soon. So that would cut the price on it some too. So I'm excited about that as well.
What do you hope kids and parents and anyone else who reads your books, what do you hope they take away from this book?
I just hope that they take away that it's, a creative way for them to start reading to their children at a young age so that they would start to make good choices, and maybe the things that are said in there, like some of the quotes from my dad and all of that, would stick with them as like they did with me.
I like it. Are you working on another or a follow-up?
I am, and it's called Choices Have Consequences.
Ooh, so give us a little sneak peek of that. What will you talk about in that one?
I will just talk about different decisions that kids can make, like something as simple as coloring on the walls and what the consequence would be. So maybe they think about those things before those things happen and they don't suffer the consequences of those things.
Right, they think about not doing that, that's for sure. Did you ever think that you would... we said this in the beginning, that here you thought about doing it, you put it together, but did you ever think that, you're now a bona fide author, did you think you would really do that?
I never really thought that I would ever do that. And it's very satisfying to do that.
Yeah, there's another book. I did that. So wonderful. Make Good Choices, by the way, you can get on Amazon, Barnes & Noble for sure. Is there any other place where people can get a hold of you?
I know that, they can get it directly from Dorrance Publishing right now. And right now I'm working with another company to do the paperback version.
Great.
And so that would be through, should I say what that is?
Sure.
Through ReadersMagnet. And it's right now in the production stage, so that should be out soon.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to that. Jill Smart, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.